Hey everybody, doing another Spinmaster 6-inch Batman figure today. This time we're looking in at Robin. This one's clearly the Damian Wayne Robin, if you're not familiar with Damian Wayne. It is Batman's son, the assassin Talia al Ghul, daughter of Ra's al Ghul, or Raish al Ghul, if you're a fan of pronouncing it that way, although that's technically not how Arabic works. It should be Raz al Ghul. I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, Damian Wayne was conceived when Talia al Ghul drugged and boinked Batman and then told him later on that, haha, I have a ninja son and he's going to lead the League of Assassins. And then he actually wound up becoming Robin and joined on with Batman and doesn't murder people too much. He sort of did a little bit there because, he was an assassin. Anyway, this Robin is part of the Creature Chaos wave, just like Catwoman that we looked at last time. As before, it gives you these 4 different locations on, where is this battle getting? Where's the mission going? But I don't really care too much about that part. It's a little gimmicky. If it's anything like Catwoman's accessories, they will be opaque. I was not a fan of the coloration on Catwoman's accessories. I feel like those were a real mixed bunch. So hopefully we'll do a little better with the accessories this time. A little bit more like accessories that make sense, like with Talon. Anyway. And we have, yet again, the trading card, which I'm not going to bother keeping because it just awkwardly cuts off part of the picture, and it's just got this obvious perforation on both sides. Doesn't even have a good shape to it, so we're gonna ignore that and just go straight into the figure himself. Another one of the pamphlets like we looked at last time, I'd say just go ahead and jump over. It's going to be exactly the same as Catwoman, so just check out that video if you want to see that. Anyway, Robin, Damian Wayne himself. I forgot to get that out of there. Robin, you can tell it's supposed to be Damian because of the big hood. He tends to wear hoods more often than the others, although Tim Drake wore a hood in the Arkham series. The coloration also lines up some of the straps on the side. It's very much Damian in his ninja-styled Robin suit. This figure, as always, it's up to par with the printing and the molding of the others. Now that he's out of the case, I'm not a big fan of the shape of the hood. I think it sticks out too much, probably so that you can... I still can't even turn the head any, so I don't know. I guess they just couldn't make it mold down any. I'm not a big fan of that shape. It looks, I guess, Darth Vader shaped, maybe like the shape of a samurai head would be the optimistic one. My mind is going somewhere else as to what the head shape looks like. I will not go there. Try and keep this as advertiser friendly as possible, since there may be kids watching this review. The other thing I'm not a huge fan of is this cape. Similar to one I've not reviewed, but the first Batman that I picked up, this cape's got the hole in the middle there so you can plug in certain back accessories, and it feels very flimsily attached there. I'm always worried with the Batman that it's going to rip or something like that, and this one is clearly giving me that same anxiety. They're not as well attached as the cape they did on the Superman figure, which does feel at least a little bit more secure without that hole making the fabric that much thinner. But the figure itself, it's pretty good. It's definitely not my favorite now that I'm noticing the hood shape. Let's go ahead and check out his accessories, see if he has something good. So our first one is actually a Batman cowl. which I don't think it's not even gonna fit on him because of the hood. So, our first accessory we can't even use with the figure that has been purchased. Let's take a look at someone else and see if it works. Let's try putting it on Superman. He is within arm's reach. Yeah, it fits on Superman, surprisingly. The design itself's not bad. It reminds me a little bit of the cowl that Batman wore when he was fighting the Predator. It's not identical, but it's got some similarities. It also reminds me of Prometheus, actually, is a really good one. That's a Batman villain. So maybe someone with a little bit of time and paint could customize their own Prometheus. The bright red itself has some black intentionally in there. It's a design thing. It winds up looking a little bit dirty instead of marbled. Same problem I had with the Catwoman figures, very much present here. But still, the fact that the figure that the cowl came with won't go on the figure, that is a shame. So we'll just set that aside and grab the next one. All right, next up we have a battle axe spear is sort of what it looks like. This definitely looks like the kind of thing Damian might use. It looks a little more lethal than Batman typically allows, but Damian also frequently uses a katana when he's able, so it's not necessarily out of character. The yellow is going to look good with him, and the marbled black does look a little bit better in this one than with some of the others. I'll go ahead and give it to him because I think that one's not awful. This also does make me think of the staff the Robin outfit is holding in Batman vs. Superman, where it's just got a bunch of spikes and sharp murder-looking bits with just a very Zack Snyder kind of a style. So I guess it's probably not intentional, but that reminded me of it. It's a very different shape, so don't think that is a Batman vs. Superman reference. It's probably not. Damian, stand for me. Damian doesn't want to stand for me while holding it. I have unbalanced him too far. There we go. Now he'll stand for a minute. I have to adjust the camera. And let's see what our last one is. Our last one is... Here we go. We've got some nunchucks, which absolutely feels in line with something Damian probably knows how to use very well due to his ninja assassin training. And these are actually the same color as that one with the speckled black in the mix there. Maybe it's just because this is such a small accessory, the black looks a little bit more thorough in there. I feel like it probably looks best on this and that. So all in all, better accessories than the Catwoman one, although that cowl, which doesn't even fit on Damian, is just baffling. So, all in all, Damian Wayne, Robin is not a bad figure by any stretch. I think if the hood shape were different, I'd be most happy with it. Instead, the hood shape throws the rest of it off just enough. This is probably my least favorite one I've picked up yet. Barely. Catwoman's bent spine sort of came close last time, but I feel like this one just... the shape is not quite what it could be. All in all, though, if you like the design of the figure, you're seeing what you're going to get here. It's certainly not a bad one. Hopefully you'd get an accessory that fits, although I'm suspicious that it's just going to be the Batman cowl that comes with him in one of a couple of colors, because he can't even wear it. It doesn't work. All in all, though, not bad. It's still very good quality. It's a good 6-inch figure if you like that kind of a thing. Spinmaster's really done a good job since they took over doing the DC figures at this scale. Please do like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I've got several more figures upcoming. I've also looked at some in the past, and I would love it if you check out some of the other content I've got here on the channel. I do entertainment, gaming type stuff. Superheroes are very frequently on here. If you're a big fan of Assassin's Creed, I would recommend checking out some of that stuff too. Anyway, you guys stay safe out there.